All right, good evening. Happy new week and welcome to another class. All right, and we summarize what's it called? Certain things as regard angles, and we use a whole circle to explain a lot of things on that. Though there are still more other angles that one can still get from other shapes that are not a circle. Okay, but at least that one actually took us to a very larger part of what we should know, all right, based on the level we are right now. Today, let's look at triangles and quadrilateral. We're going to take them one after another. We're going to discuss triangle today. Triangle. Okay? Let's take only triangle. Subtopic triangles. Okay? Now, what is a triangle? A triangle is a figure or a plane shape with three straight sides. A triangle is a figure or plane shape with three straight sides. Okay, let's just draw. Just have a shape of that. One straight line, another straight line, another straight line. This is a triangle. It mustn't be set the way I set my own. It can face anywhere. But as long as we have three straight lines that connect to one another and form a shape, that is a triangle. Okay, good. Now, let's look at the types of triangle. Yes, let's see how far I can just rush. What do you call isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle. This is how it's been written. Isosceles triangle. Okay. Now, how do we know it? What does it look like? This is a triangle in which two of each sides are equal in length. A isosceles triangle is that type of triangle that has two of each sides to be equal in length. Any side at all. There are no two particular sides, no. Any two sides at all could be the same thing, or rather equal in length. Let me just look at something like this, okay? So I have an example here. So I have something like this. Once I can put a stroke here, that means this side and this side are the two equal parts in this triangle. So anytime you see things like this, means that this here, this side and this side are equal. Is that okay? That's what this stroke means. And once it's just all about two sides, it's talking about isosceles triangle. Okay? That means if here is A and here is B, here is C, it means that AB is equal to AC in length. As simple as that. Okay? Now, the next one is scaling triangle. Scaling triangle. Okay? Now, let's really know what this triangle really means. That even if I draw, you really understand what the drawing is talking about. It is a triangle in which each of the three sides is of different sizes. Something like this. Maybe just, that means here could be 4 centimeter, here could be 7 centimeter, while here could be 5 centimeters. Okay? None of the sides, none of the side is equal to any other side. It says it is a straight, so it's a triangle in which each of the three sides is of different sizes. In that case, no two sides are equal. No two sides are equal. As simple as that. So that means if I have A here, I have B, I have C. Okay, I could just write that AB, line AB, is not equal to BC, and BC is not equal to AC. Something like this. None or no two sides are equal. All right. Now the third one is what you call equilateral. Equilateral triangle. This is the type of triangle in which all the three sides are of the same length. In other words, all the sides are equal in length, as simple as that. In a equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal in length. All the sides are equal in length. Okay? All the sides are equal in length. And I can draw something like this. Something like this. I can put this stroke here, here, and here. It means that all the sides are equal. Now, in isosceles triangle, I have my stroke just in two places, which is here and here. It means that only these two sides are equal. Okay? So in this case, all the three sides are equal. Okay? Now, for this reason, each of its angle will also be equal. That means if here is angle 2 degrees, here will be 2, and here will be 2 degrees. As simple as that. Let's check the next one. Let's look at the fourth one. Right angle triangle, already discussed. Alright, okay, but let me just write it. Right angled triangle. This is a triangle in which one of its angle is right angle, that is equal to 90 degrees. Like we know before now, you will have something of this nature. And this is what makes it right angle triangle, this sign here. Because the angle is 90 at this particular point. Okay, good. So the fifth one is obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angle triangle. It was also discussed anyway. Now let's also repeat it in one word or the other. Is a triangle in which one of its angle is more than 90 degrees. One of its angle, at least one of its angle, okay? One of its angles is more than 90 degrees. All right? That's what you mean by obtuse. Obtuse angled triangle. It means that in this triangle, one of its angles, note this point, angle now, not side. One of its angles is more than 90 degrees. Okay? If I have something like this, let me say I have something like this. Pardon me, please. I have a rough sketch. If I have angle might be here. Okay? Then perhaps maybe here could be anything. But as long as this place is above 90, it becomes, what's it called? An obtuse angled triangle. Let's take the last one. Let's take the last one. Last one. Last one says acute angle triangle. There's not much about this anyways. Acute angle triangle is a triangle in which none of its angle is up to 90 degrees. I think this was discussed in our last class, talking about obtuse angle alone. Now, acute angled triangle is a triangle in which one of its angles is, sorry, none of its angles is up to 9. That means none of them is up to 90 degrees. None of the angles there is up to 90 degrees. So we call our triangle acute angled triangle. Okay, so that is that on that. All right, see you in the next class. Have a good day. Bye.